Okay, let's just dive right into this. Welcome to our latest explainer, where we are on a massive mission to completely ditch that toxic, penny-pinching financial advice we've literally all been force-fed for years. I mean, honestly, I am so completely tired of being told that skipping my morning coffee is somehow the only way I'll ever be able to afford a house. You and me both. We are taking that outdated, restrictive mindset and throwing it right out the window today. Instead, we're looking at this brilliant, guilt-free blueprint based on Ramit Sethi's philosophy. Think of it as a 6-week journey, and we're breaking it down into 5 core phases for you. We're going to build an automated, wealth-generating system where you actually get to spend extravagantly on the things you love, while just mercilessly cutting costs on the things you don't. And here's exactly how we're going to pull this off. 5 actionable phases. We'll redefine your rich life, master your cards and banks, open your investment accounts, create a conscious spending plan, and finally automate your wealth so it literally grows while you sleep.
I absolutely love a good roadmap. Let's not waste any time.
Kicking things off with Phase 1, redefining your rich life.
So, when we talk about building wealth without feeling guilty or without sacrificing every single ounce of joy in our daily lives, what does that actually mean? Because let's be real, traditional finance gurus make it sound like pure misery. You know the drill. Save 50 rupees on your daily tea and you'll be a millionaire in 30 years. If I hear that one more time, I'm going to lose it. It's just so annoying. Expert co-host,
I totally validate that frustration. Listen, a rich life is not some one-size-fits-all spreadsheet of misery. And not only is that quote incredibly annoying, it is mathematically a flawed mindset. Focusing on micro-deprivations like your daily tea just drains your willpower and barely even moves the needle on your actual net worth. It creates this terrible scarcity mindset where money is a source of constant anxiety rather than a tool for freedom. For you, a rich life might mean taking a luxurious international trip every year. For someone else, it might just mean ordering dinner at a premium restaurant and never even glancing at the prices. It's entirely personal.
So the mindset shift is this. We need to absolutely stop asking 50 rupee questions, like how to save on daily tea, and start asking 50,000 rupee questions.
Right. Okay, so instead of obsessing over these tiny everyday expenses, I should be channeling that exact same energy into negotiating my salary or figuring out how to invest in index funds.
Exactly. That is how you secure the big wins. If you get the big things right, those small purchases literally just do not matter anymore. You have to think bigger. That brings us to Phase 2, MasterCards and banks. Now, I have a major confession to make here. I am honestly terrified of credit cards and banks. I've always kind of viewed them as these traps specifically designed to pull you into endless debt.
You know, you are definitely not alone in that fear. A lot of people see credit cards as financial devils. But the reality, when used responsibly, credit cards actually pay you. You earn cashbacks and reward points on money you were literally going to spend anyway. Premium cards unlock things like free travel insurance and purchase protection.
And I see building a strong CIBIL score is on there too. I guess if I ever want a decent interest rate on a home loan down the line, establishing that credit history now is pretty much non-negotiable.
Precisely. The whole system is a game, and once you actually know the rules, you can easily win it.
And really, these are the only 3 rules you need to win. 1. Pay the statement balance in full every single month. 2. Set up auto-pay so you literally never miss a due date. And 3. Negotiate.
Wait, hold on. Number 3, negotiate? You mean I can just call up my massive bank and ask them to drop my annual fee?
Yes, absolutely. Just call them. Tell them you're a loyal customer and you'd like the fee waived, otherwise you might have to reconsider keeping the card. You would be completely shocked, but in 90% of cases, banks will just waive it. It really is that easy. But, and this is a massive, massive but, if you break rule number 1 and you only pay the minimum balance due, you get hit with a terrifying 36 to 42% annual interest rate. 36 to 42%? Okay, that is absolutely brutal. It is a wealth-destroying trap. Make no mistake, this is exactly how the credit card companies make their billions. But if you just pay your balance in full, you will never pay a single dime of this interest. Expert co-host. Next up, we need to fix your historically chaotic bank setup. You really only need 2 accounts to keep things perfectly clean and dodge all those hidden fees. Okay, let's look at this. We have a checking or salary account acting as the main hub where income lands and bills get paid out. And then a high-yield savings account functioning as a safe zone just for emergency funds. Exactly. Your emergency cash shouldn't just be sitting there doing absolutely nothing. It needs to be in a high-yield account, actively earning 6 to 7% interest. Keep them completely separate. One is your processing hub, the other is an untouchable fortress for your safety net.
Moving on to Phase 3, open your investment accounts.
So now that my money is safely organized and I'm not getting ripped off by sneaky bank fees, where does the money actually go in order to grow? Oh, this is where the magic really happens. We need to open your wealth creation vehicles, and we put them into two distinct buckets. On the one side, we have safe, tax-saving government instruments specifically for retirement, things like the Employee Provident Fund, Public Provident Fund, and the National Pension System.
Got it.
And then on the other side, we've got modern brokerage accounts like Zeroda, Grow, or Angel One. So the government tools keep my baseline incredibly safe and give me those sweet tax breaks, while the brokerage accounts are my engine for more active, long-term market growth.
Okay, but when I open that brokerage account, I have absolutely no idea how to pick individual stocks. Is there a foolproof, totally beginner-friendly way to invest without spending my entire day staring at complex stock charts? Absolutely there is. Enter the ultimate wealth vehicle, the index fund. Instead of trying to magically guess which single company is going to succeed tomorrow, an index fund is literally a basket that holds all the top companies at once. If you buy a Nifty 50 index fund, your money is automatically divided among India's top 50 companies. It's wonderfully low risk, highly diversified, and historically, it yields 12 to 15% long-term returns.
Now, I need to drop a slightly hard truth right here. Good investing is boring.
Boring?
But wait, I see people online treating the stock market like it's this massive adrenaline-fueled casino game. They're day trading from their phones. Listen, if you are having wild, heart-pounding fun while you're investing, you aren't investing, you're gambling. Real wealth building is methodical, it is steady, and frankly, it is a bit dull. You set it, you forget it, and you let time do all the heavy lifting. All right, on to Phase 4, the conscious spending plan.
Okay, I can definitely live with boring if it guarantees I get rich. But I need to confess something else to you. I have an absolute, deep-seated hatred for strict budgeting. Even just hearing the word budget makes me feel restricted and guilty. Good, because we are taking traditional budgets and throwing them straight in the trash. Let me introduce you to a truly revolutionary concept, the conscious spending plan. This is entirely about spending on purpose, so the guilt completely 100% vanishes. Look at this breakdown. We allocate 55% to fixed costs, rent, groceries, bills. 15% goes straight to long-term investments, and 10% goes to savings goals. And that leaves a massive 20% slice of the pie solely for guilt-free spending. That is a huge chunk of my money permanently reserved just for fun. Exactly, because you have already funded your investments and you've already funded your savings. Whatever falls into that 20% bucket is yours to blow on whatever brings you joy. Zero spreadsheets required. Okay, let's put this into perspective with some real numbers. If my take-home salary is, let's say 1 lakh rupees a month, that means mathematically 20,000 rupees is my guilt-free spending money every single month.
Spot on. 20,000 rupees strictly for dining out, buying those new shoes you've been eyeing, funding your hobbies, whatever your rich life entails. When you truly know your financial future is already perfectly secure because you paid yourself first, spending that 20,000 rupees feels absolutely amazing instead of stressful.
And the final step, Phase 5, automate and grow your wealth.
This plan completely redefines budgeting for me. But here's my next hurdle. How do I maintain this amazing system? Because honestly, I am terrible at remembering to pay bills on time, let alone manually transferring money into my investment accounts every month. The beauty of it is, you don't have to remember any of it. Human willpower is incredibly weak, and it fails us all the time, which is exactly why we rely on the pure magic of automation. We're going to build a machine that manages your money for you. Just look at this seamless monthly timeline. Day 1, your salary hits your main account. Boom. By day 5, your investments auto-debit, meaning the money is literally invested before you even have a chance to touch it or spend it. By day 7, all your automatic bill payments clear. So wait, by day 10, whatever balance is left sitting in my checking account is pure guilt-free profit that I can spend without a second thought? Exactly. The money routes itself perfectly. This entire automated system requires maybe, 90 minutes of human oversight per month just to make sure things are ticking along. It's a total game changer.
Now, as your wealth begins to seriously grow inside this automated system, you absolutely need to remember one golden rule. Time in the market is far more important than timing the market.
So I shouldn't be sitting around holding on to my cash, waiting for the quote-unquote perfect moment when stock prices suddenly drop?
Never. Trying to perfectly predict the market is a fool's errand. The true secret to compounding wealth is simply starting as early as you possibly can and then just staying invested. The longer your money sits there, the more aggressively it multiplies. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. Okay, but what about when things go wrong, like when there's a scary market crash, the news is panicking, everyone is freaking out? My natural instinct is to just sell everything and run for the hills. I get it, but I love this analogy from our source material. A market crash is just a blue fly discount sale for stocks. Think about it like this. When your absolute favorite clothing brand goes on a massive 40% off sale, do you run away in terror? No, you rush in to buy more. When the market crashes, top-tier stocks are simply on sale. You absolutely do not panic sell. You hold steady, or even better, you buy more.
Finally, to wrap this up, we need to establish some non-negotiable wealth protection rules to keep your hard-earned money yours. You must actively avoid commission-hungry financial advisors and insurance agents who are pushing traditional ULIPs.
Right, because they are basically just selling products that benefit them with massive commissions, all while silently eating into my returns.
Exactly. They're getting rich off your money. But you are empowered to take direct control now. So always choose direct mutual funds instead of regular ones. Just cutting out that one middleman will literally save you lakhs of rupees in hidden fees over your lifetime.
Wow, this has been an absolutely incredible journey. We have completely replaced guilt with automation and toxic penny pinching with powerful index funds. The blueprint is right here, ready for the taking. So as we wrap up this explainer, we really want to leave you with this one question to think about. What does your ultimate rich life actually look like?
Seriously, it's time to ditch the excuses. Stop trying to make everything absolutely perfect because perfect is the enemy of good enough. Start your very first index fund today, set up those automations, and consciously design the life you actually want to live.
Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer. Now get out there, set up your system, and start living your rich life today. We'll see you next time.